everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie and hey to any newbies, and welcome back you regular viewers. Today I've got a super exciting first impressions of the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. So any of you regulars on my channel know how much I love doing first impressions and reviews of foundations. Foundations are definitely one of my favourite makeup products that I definitely always wear on a daily basis. So if you want to see my review and first impressions of the Fenty Beauty foundation, just keep on watching and do subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll get started with the review. So guys, I literally just went to Harvey Nichols, as I'm in the UK. That's the only place that is selling the Fenty Beauty products. So I went yesterday, which was the 9th of September, and I waited in the queue for probably about 35 minutes, and then I was like, I'd seen how long the queue was going to be, and it was going to be at least another 2 hours, and I was like, it's outside, it's freezing here in the UK at the moment, it's like 15, 16 degrees. I was a bit hungry, needed the loo, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to give up and order online. And then I ordered online really late last night, and then it came in this morning, which is the 10th, so it came in really quickly from online buying it. So I was like, that's really good. And I went to pick it up today from the shop, and there was another queue to even get into the Fenty Beauty counter, so I'm really happy I bought it online, as yeah, a lot quicker. So I went for the shade 180, if any of you are wondering. I do normally wear about NC 20 in MAC foundations. If any of you are familiar with sort of the MAC colours, then that's the colour I normally wear. And when I'm very pale, I'd wear an NC 15, but normally an NC 20. So to give you a little bit more information on this, so it was £26. It says the coverage is medium, skin type sensitive, normal, dry, combination, oily, so really diverse of skin types. It's got a matte finish. It says a soft matte longwear foundation with buildable medium to full coverage, boundary breaking range of shades, as there is, oh wow, this is opening up, as there is 40 shades available, so really good for anyone. As there's such good skin shades to pick from, really light to really deep colours. So I'm very fair naturally, and sometimes I find it quite hard to find really light coloured foundations that are still like a nice warm undertone, as I do like a warm undertone. Sometimes the really pale ones can be a little bit grey or too neutral, so really happy that I got a warm undertone for light skin. So I went for the 180, which is still in the fair lightest category. There's light, medium, tanned and deep, I believe, and this was the second darkest in the light fair section, and this is the warm undertone one. So it says 40 shades, soft matte longwear, sweat and humidity, won't clog your pores, works on your, sounds all really good just reading it. There's quite a lot on the website about it, but let's just get stuck in. So you get 32 mils, which is quite a nice amount, and let's just pop this out. So the packaging, the little box feels really nice. This is shiny black where it says the Fenty Beauty, and then it's sort of matte black and white, so really like how that looks. So the packaging looks like this. It feels quite nice. It's glass, frosted glass with a nice clean white lid, nice and sleek looking, and yeah, looks really nice. So I'll just shake it up, as it says shake well. First of all, I'm actually going to pop on some primer, as when I do first impressions I like to just give everything a fair chance. So I'm going in with my backlit priming filter from Becca, as I really like this one, and because it is a matte finish, I thought I would just go in with a little bit more of an illuminating primer. I do have normal to combination skin, which means sort of normal everywhere and then a bit of an oily T-zone. So I'm just going to pop this backlit primer on. She did have a primer as well in the collection from the Fenty Beauty, but I decided to just go with the foundation, as I love doing reviews of foundations. It's definitely my favourite thing, and I do have quite a lot of primers. So just picked up the foundation. I did see when I was in the shop, I did see the little highlighters, the split pans look really nice. The gold one is, the single pan gold one is definitely way too yellow for me to wear as a highlight. It would definitely be more of an eyeshadow, and then the white icy one looks better for fair skin. But I thought I would try the foundation, and then I can always pick up some highlighters along the way. So I'm just going to pump out this onto the back of my hand, so you can see it's a nice little pump action, which I like, and that is the colour and the consistency. So you can see it is dripping down a bit, but it's actually not too thin a consistency, so that's quite promising. So I'm going to do, as my normal review, I'll just dab it on, and then I'm going to do one side with a brush, one side with a beauty sponge, and then we'll see which performs better. I know that this is meant to dry down quite quickly, so I probably need to start blending out before it dries in. So that was like one pump, and I can always go in with more. So on this side, I'm going to tap it out with my beauty sponge, which is my Morphe one, as I really love this Morphe blending sponge. And I do always have it dampened, as I find that just blends out nicer for me. Though I know the Fenty collection does have sponges and foundation brushes as well, if you want to try those. So that is blending out nice, and it is a good colour match for my skin. Then I'm going to quickly go in with my Morphe M439 brush to blend out the other side. Just get in before it starts drying on the skin, because I do find with matte foundations they dry really quick, so you need to just sort of get moving with the product. So it is blending out nice, and it is warming up the skin, which I like. I think I'm going to have to go in with a little bit more, because that one pump is not enough coverage for me. It's too little. So I will go back in, but I'm just going to do one side at a time now, so that it gives me a bit more time to blend out. So I'm going to go back in with the beauty sponge side and dab it on, just to give it a little bit more coverage, because that one pump, you can definitely see, so there is the wet foundation just laid down, and then it definitely does oxidize. You can see where it's dried, it's definitely a little bit darker than when it's wet, so it does oxidize a bit, and it does oxidize quite quickly, but it's not massive oxidization. I'd say it's like maybe one shade difference, but just something to be aware of if you do go out and buy this for color matching, and if you're buying online like myself, where you don't actually, so I have to just guess it and read the description a little bit. So that second layer is putting a nice little amount of coverage, and it's sitting nice on top of that other layer, because sometimes when you build up foundations they can look a little bit cakey once you build up, but that's looking nice. Then I'm going to go in with another pump on the side of the brush, so that I can build up this side as well, because I'm definitely liking this foundation with that second layer. It looks really nice. So I'll just go back in with my brush and we will blend this out. I think from a blending point of view, it does blend nice with the brush and the sponge, but for some reason I think I'm liking the side of the sponge a little bit more than the brush. I feel like it looks nice with both, but if I could only pick one side, I think I definitely prefer the side with the beauty sponge, and I always bring it down a little bit down my neck just so that it isn't like a stark line. So guys, that is the foundation on both sides of my face with a second layer. It looks really nice on the skin, this foundation, and it does dry down like matte, but it's not so matte, because yeah, I don't like mattes that are like clinging to your fine lines and just being like so dry. It's definitely a nice amount of matteness, and I think because I put that priming backlit filter from Becca, which is got a luminosity to it, it sort of made it look a little bit more radiant perhaps, but I quite like that, as I didn't want it to be too matte. So with that primer, it looks really like your own skin but better, and yeah, I just really like how it looks on the skin, and it feels really nice. Doesn't feel heavy on the skin, gives a nice amount of coverage. I'd say it's quite a medium coverage, as with one layer it definitely was a lighter medium, and now with the second layer it's more of a true medium. So really like how it's looking on the skin. It looks like your own skin still, it doesn't look like you're wearing a mask, which I really like, and it does just really even everything out and look really nice. So at this stage, I'm really liking it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup and then come back with my final thoughts to let you guys know what I think of it. But at this stage, I really like it. So I'll come back to you in just a minute. So guys, this is the foundation with the rest of my makeup on. I've done my eyes, lips, contour, highlight, blush, eyebrows, everything, done my normal full face on top of this. And I did set it with a powder. I know that it was matte, but I did put a little bit of translucent powder and also my concealer, just as I normally would, as I just wanted to give it a sort of fair chance. I absolutely love how this is sitting on the skin. It looks really, really lovely on the skin. It's not sitting in any of my fine lines. It just looks really great, like lovely coverage. Your skin looks flawless. It's not so matte, like I said, it hasn't gone really, really matte. It has oxidized a little bit, but not anything crazy. It's like one shade difference, and I'm just looking in my mirror being like, wow, I look really good. My skin looks lovely. Really love how that has transformed my face. I really, really love this. So for £26, I think this is a really great foundation. Love it, love how it sits on the skin, love the colour selections, and think Fenty Beauty is so, so good. So really excited to have got this foundation and excited to try more of the Fenty products. So I'm definitely going to give this a 5 out of 5 for this foundation. Absolutely love it. And if you haven't got it, go check it out, buy it online, go into store, go try this out for yourself, because I really like it. And I feel like for my skin type, which is normal to combination, it looks so good on it. But I feel like if you had more oily skin, it would also be good. And if you had more drier skin, I feel like you could even wear it because it's not so drying. It's just like looks flawless, and it does give a lovely level of coverage as well. So happy with this. So guys, thanks so much for checking out my review of the Fenty Beauty foundation. It's been really great to have you watch my video, and do subscribe and leave me a comment below if you've tried it or going to go out and try any of the Fenty Beauty. It's always so great to hear from you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!